So basically the Glasgow group actually started back in the 80s. It started as an impromptu meetings among people who had bipolar. They're just looking to reach out to other people who are struggling with the same symptoms. Unfortunately, at the time the stigma was even worse. So people know very little about bipolar. They're just trying to get in touch with somebody else who was going through the same thing as they were doing, and that's basically how Bipolar Scotland actually started with the Glasgow group, and then it slowly spread throughout the country. Now we've got a few members who were actually coming to the group from back in the day, so we actually have people coming back from the 80s, and I know this kind of tends to put people off, especially new members who are thinking of the Glasgow group as really tightly knit. But I've been a facilitator for over a year now, and I've seen a lot of new members, and I'm sure you've seen them today as well. And I've seen them come to the group for the first time, and they've been really welcome. So if it's something that I want to stress out, is the fact that if there is someone out there who's struggling with bipolar and is considering joining the Glasgow group but might feel a bit off-put by the fact that the group has been going on for so long and the members have known each other for so long, then I want to tell those people not to be afraid to come and give the group a try, because people have always been really friendly and really accommodating. There's always room for improvement, obviously. Over the past few years, our developmental officer has done a lot of work with the media, which has helped us a lot. I feel he's advertised our services quite a lot, and we've seen an increase in numbers, which has been obviously really, really handy. But we still get a lot of people coming in for the first time saying that, oh, we had no idea the group was going on. So obviously it seems to be a need for more advertisement. Thinking about someone who's come to the group for the first time, and it's something that I hear very often, is that they finally find other people who have gone through something similar, or they finally find other people who phrase what was going on inside their minds, or phrase something that they're struggling to express themselves. So it's always a feeling of, if you wish, a feeling of home, and a feeling of fitting in, of finally being accepted, and finally being understood, and finally being able to reach out to someone who can actually understand what you're going through and who's not judging you for it. What else? You can also see that throughout the group and throughout the way people interact with each other. You would have someone, imagine having someone who's really, really depressed, who's feeling really low, coming to the group, has a very low self-opinion, feels really bad about themselves, and throughout that group, who might be their only social interaction of that week or month, throughout that group, that person who feels really bad about themselves might give some advice to another person and improve somebody else's life, so they will leave the group feeling better about themselves. And thank you for actually targeting this much needed topic. I feel there's not enough attention paid, so it's actually quite exciting to see young people being really, really interested in it. So, yeah.